we want to discuss is Ramadan is a month of piety. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the bestower of mercy, commands his servants with piety through which they will receive happiness in this life and as well as the hereafter. And they will earn his pleasure, successfully attain his abode of dignity, and be safe from the fire and punishment. It is his instruction to the first generation of people, to the first generations of Muslims, and the last of his creation with this piety, with this righteousness, with this fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He has instructed, right, the first generation, the first of the creation with this consciousness, with this fear of Allah. قال جل وعلا في كتابه الكريم ولقد وصينا الذين أوتوا الكتاب من قبلكم وإياكم أن اتقوا الله وإن تكفر فإن الله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وكان الله غني حميدا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he mentions in his book, and we have instructed those who are given the scripture before you and yourselves to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But if you disbelieve, then to Allah belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth, and ever is Allah free of need and praiseworthy. So this instruction is also instructed for us as Muslims living in this day and time. Living in this day and time, we have been instructed with instructions to follow. The blueprint has been laid out already. There's no need to come up and try to figure out and make up another blueprint when it has already been established by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his messenger alayhi salatu wassalam. He subhanahu wa ta'ala, he has legislated for his servants to fast the blessed month of Ramadan. To fast this blessed month of Ramadan, to actualize this fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to actualize the fear, the consciousness, the piety. قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه الكريم يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. Allah Azza wa Jalla, he mentions, oh, you who believe, observing the fast is prescribed for you as it was prescribed for those before you. So that what? So that you can attain what? Hunger? No. So that you can be attain to be nice and built and stocky, or whatever the case may be. La. So that you can attain taqwa, righteousness, piety, consciousness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. So perhaps you become righteous. And this is what the fast is geared to. It is geared towards making the person better. It is geared towards making the person upright, making his character upright, making his personality, the things about him, making it upright. بِسَبَبِ الصِّيَامِ بِسَبَبِ الصَّوْمِ, on account of the fasting, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that you may attain piety through fasting, because fasting is a course to piety due to what it entails of suppression of the soul and the subjugation of the lust. The fast in this noble month was not legislated except for the actualization of taqwa, except for the actualization of the fear of Allah. Rather, it is one of the things that assists most of us to achieve fasting. When you fast, you have less regard. You don't think about doing something haram when you're fasting. You don't think about smoking when you're fasting. You don't think about drinking when you're fasting. That this fast that the person does, this suppress him, it subdue his lust from falling into that which is displeasure, from falling into that which is of disobedience to Allah and that which Allah hates. Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah, he said fasting has an amazing effect in preserving the physical outer strengths and the spiritual faculties, and in protecting them from any imbalance that brings to them harmful elements, which if gain ascendancy will ruin and spoil them, and it has a remarkable effect in limiting